Very quickly, I just have to say here, this has got to be the most ignored airplane that I've covered so far. I could only find, 2 or 3 pictures. The Royal Aircraft Factory F.E.2c. The designation F.E.2c was applied to 2 different variants of the F.E.2b design. The first was an alternative fighter reconnaissance version of the F.E.2b, in which the pilot sat in the front cockpit, the gunner in the rear. The design drawings had been completed by the beginning of October 1915, and some components had been made by that time, because on 1st October, an F.E.2c upper center section was submitted for inspection after conversion to F.E.2a standard. In its basic structure, the F.E.2c nacelle did not differ from that of the F.E.2b, but the shapes of the nose fairing and the cockpit combings were modified. The nose fairing incorporated a Lewis gun that had a limited degree of movement and was linked to a sighting bar or tube mounted immediately in front of the cockpit's windscreen. This gun was fired by the pilot. The linkage ensured that the gun was always aligned with the sight. Immediately behind the pilot's seat was a mounting for the observer's Lewis gun. This was an Anderson rear arch mounting, a braced inverted U-member with central pivot for the gun. The nacelle incorporated areas of armor plate. The forward position of the pilot's seat inevitably meant that the elevator and aileron cables entered the nacelle farther forward than on the F.E.2a and 2b. The F.E.2c had a plain V-type undercarriage of the type that was fitted on the 11th F.E.2a, and was to characterize the later night bomber version of the F.E.2b. A different arrangement of access steps appeared on the F.E.2c nacelle. 2 F.E.2cs were completed in 1916. These were numbered 6370 and 6371, being the 43rd and 44th aircraft of the batch of F.E.2bs built at the Royal Aircraft Factory. Number 6371 was submitted for its final inspection on 19th March 1916. Number 6370 on the following day. Both were powered by the 120 horsepower Beardmore engine. An early modification to number 6370 was the substitution of the F.E.2b type oleo undercarriage for the original V strut assembly. This was inspected on the 19th of April, 1916. This F.E.2c remained at Farnborough for experimental purposes. It was fitted with dual control in mid-May 1916, and in July it was used in gyroscope tests. Its career ended on 9th of May 1917 when it was wrecked. Rather less is known about number 6371. This F.E.2c had been fitted with a new type of gun mounting by 8th April 1916, but whether for the pilot or observer is not known. There can be little doubt that it went to France and was the F.E.2c reported to be on strength of number 25 Squadron, RFC, on the 1st of July 1916. No doubt this F.E.2c's operational trials proved that the type was in no way superior to the F.E.2b, for no attempt was made to develop or produce this variant of the basic design. In 1918, the designation F.E.2c was revived for a version of the night bomber F.E.2b that had the pilot in the front seat and was powered by the 160 horsepower Beardmore. The necessary modifications were devised by the Aeronautical Inspection Department, and the Royal Aircraft Factory had made a small number of revised nacelle nose fairings by the 5th of May 1918, presumably for the conversion of standard F.E.2b nacelles to the new configuration. One of the last production batches of bomber F.E.s comprised of 50 aircraft, H-9913 to H-9962, ordered from Ransom's, Sims, and Jeffries late in 1918. The contract required the first 12 of the batch to be F.E.2cs. The 1918 bomber F.E.2c was used by No. 100 Squadron.